G'day folks, welcome to Billy Metal's channel. I'm Toby and today we're out in the bush looking for quartz reefs. I've got a couple of nice cobbles of quartz just here. No sign of old diggings in this spot, but what we're looking for, looking at a few old maps and doing a bit of research, and have found some reasonably significant diggings in a couple of isolated patches along a reef line. So we're out in the bush now, on the ground, trying to find that reef. Looks like a bit of digging just up there. We'll go and have a look at that in a second. So yeah, I've got the metal detectors and heading out. I'm going to go up on that ridge and ride along there and see what we can find. I'll show any interesting bits and pieces I find along the way, and I'll stop and show you what I'm actually looking for and as far as areas to detect and the sort of ground that I like to see if there's likely to be gold there. I'll have a look at this little bit here, because to me that looks like some diggings. Test holes just there. Maybe not. So this bit of ground here, that's just an old stump. You can see there and there where the roots were. A lot of quartz. Not much sign of diggings. No, it's a stump as well. I'll walk a bit further up and see if we can find some diggings to show you. Just a little bit further up the hill, and this is our first definite man-made digging. So it's always a good sign they were looking for gold. If you find the odd test hole like this, one or two, it doesn't mean a lot, but if you've got lines of them and trenching, they found at least some gold. So someone's been out here metal detecting already, left their hole open. Don't leave your holes open. There's a lot of people trying to stop us from being out in the bush. That sort of stuff doesn't help. Obviously the old timers left theirs open, but yeah, that was 150 years ago. So good sign. So we are going to head south, which is down there, and see if there's any more along this line of reef. This does line up with where I expected the reef to be, so it's a good start. Can't see any other diggings yet though. Okay, this is a much better sign. Trenching there, bit of trenching there, so they're putting east-west trenches in down to bedrock, and they're hoping to find the quartz reefs that are running north-south. It's a very common prospecting technique. That's why you'll see east-west trenches in a lot of goldfields. There's a few detector holes here. Doesn't really mean much either way. You can find a spot and it looks good, and there's detector holes everywhere. Never let it worry you too much. Most people miss a lot of gold. Hopefully they dig the junk for you and leave the gold. Here we go. Quartz reef. You can see it in the hole. Malachite full of it. Pipe clay as well. Gold likes to hide in pipe clay. Pipe clay up here is a bit different to the stuff you'll find in alluvial diggings. The nuggets haven't necessarily sunk in it as such, but it's easy for them to, the old timers, to chuck it out. You can see reef there, the reef structure in there as well. So that's the edge of the reef there. It's clay on that side. Reef, 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 clay, and then you've got another reef here. And looks like a third one there. So quite a significant stacked reef structure. And a bit further to the south, there's more trenching. Go around and have a look at that. This is what I was hoping to find. They've found gold here. Not rich, obviously. They haven't got any shafts here or mined it to any significant degree. These trenches running across here, they've been hunting reefs fairly seriously. They would have found gold loaming, taken samples up here, panned them off, got themselves a bit of gold, and then they've started working, trying to find a payable patch of reef. A little spot like this, they may very well have found at least a trace of gold in here. Obviously hit quartz reef there. Doesn't look like there's more diggings just there, so we'll walk a bit further to the south and see what we can get. So, more reefing. This is heading east at the moment. Put the trench right through here. I'd say they've gone a bit deeper just there. I imagine hit a reef there. There's a bit more of a malachite just there. But interestingly, just down off this trench is that hole there. So what they were looking for there, I would be imagining is another reef, but there's no trenching on it. So they found something there and they've put a reasonable hole in. It could also be a little bit of alluvial gold or alluvial gold running down from up there, and they've put a test hole down, hit a bit and belled it out. Who knows? It doesn't really look like reef diggings, that one. Very shallow ground here, so if it was alluvial, it was shallow and belled. We will continue to head down to the south and find these more major diggings that I know are here somewhere. Righto, we've come down a bit of a spur here and found some pretty cool ground. There's an open cut there running north-south along the reef line. You can see there's a bit of a remnant trench just on that side where they would have trenched across here, hit the reef, and then they've open cut that all out there. There's a pile of my gear I carried in. Interestingly, there is malachite down there. It looks like an adit. I'm going to have a look at that shortly. No diggings down through there that I can see. Up on this side there's another little prospecting trench, this thing here, where they've been trying to find the reef. There's a shaft there. Adam's already got the first signal of the trip. And a few workings here. So it looks like at least 2 lines of reef here. There's a couple of little malachites just a bit further up there, where the old times have had a bit of a poke. A little digging there, and quite a deep shaft down there. What did you get, Adam? Not out the hole yet? Oh yeah, target number 1 is a very rare nugget of rust. We'll probably get a few of those here. So we'll wander down and have a look at that, and then I'm going to start detecting and hopefully show you some gold shortly. Okay, so wander down here a bit. There is a malachite. Oh, it's looking good. What do we have here? An adit. Yes, and it's open. Excellent. Yep, that is got to be explored. That'll be a separate video, I think. I'll come down with the appropriate equipment for that one. Okay, I can't see any other signs of diggings here, and there are no diggings really down in this gully here either, so they found a rich little patch, but isolated. So I'm going to go and hop on the SDC 2300 and hopefully show you some nice little bits of gold. Okay, so I'm out in virgin ground away from the diggings a bit. Found a few pellets and a bit of junk around where I was detecting there just before. But down in that tiny little hole there near the coil, I just pulled this specimen out. Nice little bit of gold in quartz there. And I've just come down this slope here and all this ground here to detect. So it could be the only piece here. Quite often you get that in virgin ground, or there could be a whole patch here. The diggings up the top there appear to have been flogged because we only got a few targets out of them. No sign of actual detector holes there, but it could have been done in the early days of SDCs and so on and so forth. But that is not bad at all if I can get it to focus. So back to detecting. Let's see what we can get out here. So I've put another hour into detecting this slope for 1 shotgun pellet. So I'm not going to be making a fortune out of a patch anytime here soon. That's where the first piece came out. There are the finds, or my finds for the day. Adam found a few nails, I think a shotgun pellet. That was about it. But one nice little bit of gold. There's a tack off a shoe, a boot tack, a couple of bits of rust, base of a shotgun cartridge, and yeah, some very small little pellets. There was an absolutely minuscule shotgun pellet I found as well, but I dropped it and couldn't find it again. But yeah, nice little bit of gold there. It's only, I don't know, 0.1, 0.15 of a gram maybe. But all gold is good gold. It's a pretty little specimen. So thanks for watching, folks. We'll be back soon. Good luck with your detecting. Any questions anyone has, please feel free to ask in the comments. Always happy to give advice. If I'm a bit slow responding to emails or texts or phone calls, I will get to you. But yeah, we're a bit flat out at the moment. I don't have reception most of the time, so I'm very, very slack on answering messages sometimes. But yeah, I do appreciate your comments and your messages and calls and so on and so forth. So till next time, good luck and yeah, happy prospecting.